Hi friends, welcome. We'll continue our Python basics and now we'll see while loop and how the loop is executed, how the condition is to be managed and how the else part behaves once the loop is over and what is the effect on this else part when you break the loop by using a break statement or continue statement. We'll learn all about this. Visit this URL, this there in the description below. You can click that and copy all the codes here written. You can read the details here, scroll down, use it for your in your desktop environment also. The codes what you have discussed is available here. The read it, the nested loops, then checking the input number, all sample examples also you can get it here. And click this link. This will take you to GitHub and then again to Colab you can go and use the code in the your Colab platform. So before that you must log into your Google account to open in Colab. In another tab you will search for Google Colab. So it's a free Python platform from Google. It's part of your Google account. So data will be stored or the files will be stored here in your Google Drive. Now we are opening a sample file what we are being using all these days for different topics as we discuss. Let's scroll down and we'll start with our basic code here, but before that we'll connect it also. Let it connect to Google backend. So here it is. Now first what you will do, let's go up and copy the first code from here. Here you can see I will just copy. I'm not using anything else other than my browser, so and everything here is in my browser. I'll just paste this here. See this I equal to 0 while I have set a condition I is less than 5. So it will not reach 5 and I am printing. Then the condition I must set it here, because without this condition what will happen, this will be an infinite loop. So it will continue to run because I am not this is or this will at some stage I have to make it false so I can come out of the loop. So let's just run this and see what's the output. Yeah, see here it starts from 0, I equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 times it looped 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once it becomes 5, now this condition falls, so it comes out. To this loop we'll add one else part, so that will be executed once the looping is over. So let's just press enter, come out of the block. Now here I am saying else, then I am saying print. I am outside the loop, or you can write it loop is over. So fine, let's just run this. This string should be output as, yeah, I am outside the loop is over. So this is how the else part will be executed once the entire loop execution is over. Now let us understand the break and continue. I am adding one more code block here, moving up, so pasting it. So here is a code. I will copy it from here. Fine, Control C. This you can keep it in another tab and use it. See this, I am just continuing the same, but one stage I am checking, that is a if condition check. If I equal to 3, continue. What's the basic difference between continue and break? We'll see that, but once I am saying continue, below the statements within the continue will not be, after the continue will not be executed, and the point it will return to the top again. So what happened, it will print the 0, 1, 2, moment it becomes 3, 3 will not be printed, but it will come back here again for printing 4 because I is increased by 1. So let's I equal to 3, so again it will be executed, and what happens after that is else continues once the loop is over. Now let's just run this and see. You can see 1, 2, 3 is not printed, then 4, 5 and I am outside the loop because we have used a continue statement here. So anything below that, it is not be executed and the pointer will return to the top of the loop. So it will continue further in the next loop condition. Now that is fine. Now what you will do is understand the break. This continue we are putting a break here. Now once a break, what's the difference? This is same as that, but see that 1, 2. Break means it will 100% come out of the loop. means it is no more the loop will be executed. So earlier in the continue, that particular this part or rest of the statement were skipped. Now in the case of break, the entire loop is exited. So no more in the loop. It comes out, goes to the next step. But what's that? This else part is not executed in the break. In the case of break, this is not executed. But anything below that will be executed. Say I am just giving a print. Sorry, I will put it as string here. I am at end. In any case, this will be executed whether you break it or continue it, it is there. So it will tell I am at end. So this part, line number 9 is executed in any way. But with a break statement, else part is not executed. There is a nested loop. So one while loop within another. So the inner loop completes, then the outer loop, again inner loop, like that we can continue. So this helps in many ways. So we'll see that when you develop some applications, taking from the database, inside looping through all the rows, and within the rows, whatever the fields will take. So we'll see that. But let's just simply understand by creating a pattern. Here it is, just to see ij0. Now why I is less than 5. So it is the outer loop. You can see this, understand this. It is the outer loop, and inside this j equal to 5 j. But every time it prints the value outside, and j again we set it to 0, because in the next inner loop it should starts from 0. So that is the condition. Let's just see the output so you can understand this. You see, these are the first 5 stars are printing. Each horizontal row or one row of is because of the inner loop. See, if you see this, we are printing it a star, and at the end we are this manages the line break. So there is no line break here because we write it in. Otherwise, by default, the print command adds a line break. So here we are continuing with one line. So 1 star, 2 star in same line. But when it comes out of the loop, then the second line, then it starts. So this is the example of a multiple while loops or a loops. You can see many such examples. You have kept it here. So nested while loop, then you can see here if a input number is prime or not. So this also you can see it and display all prime numbers, then sum of the user input. So when the user enters 0, you can exit. So ask the user enter 1 digit, another digit, where you will end it. So you can tell the user place enter 0 to quit. So these are the examples. You can just try practice in your Colab and understand how the while loop works. That's all, friends. Hope you have a good learning experience, and if you have any idea, doubts, suggestions, questions, use the comment section below to post it. And my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we add tutorial, and we are frequently adding that also. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.